Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is the Daily Rage. I have a quick story for you today for your Friday evening. My husband, Sean, and I were driving down the highway one day. This was many years ago. And he was super frustrated about some situations in his life. He had some folks that were toxic relationships, and he was wondering what to do about them. And we had been talking about that situation, and he was getting so frustrated and fed up. And he was like, oh, how many times am I going to have to talk about this? And I just looked at him and I said, babe, you're going to have to talk about it until you don't need to talk about it anymore. The reason I bring that story up is that today in the Daily Rage Telegram community, some folks were talking about reviewing trading material, content, courses, books, whatever it might be for you. And my recommendation was, well, why don't you go back and review the material again? And some people were saying, well, I have done that maybe multiple times, and that's okay. Here's the distinction, though, and here's why I do recommend you absolutely go back through the books that you've read about trading, the courses that you've taken about trading. I do this all the time. I will even go through my own material just as a reminder in my own voice to be like, oh, yeah, this is what you should be doing. This is what you should be focused on. The reason that we need to consistently review and review and review is that it's very, very easy for our intellectual mind to be like, I know that. I've heard that before. I know how this works. Well, that's just ego speaking. Until you actually are doing that which you know in your head that you should be doing, then really, how well do you actually know it? You might know it on an intellectual basis, but to me, there's always this distinction between knowledge and wisdom. I've talked about this a lot before. You may have the knowledge of how trading works or what you should do. But again, until you can actually embody that knowledge and do those things, that's not wisdom. And that's really what we're going for. So how do you know when you're done reviewing that content? When you don't need to review it anymore. Just like I said to Sean, I'm like, hey, we're going to keep going through this until we don't need to go through it anymore. Same exact thing as you're learning and growing and developing into a lucrative trader. Just keep reviewing the stuff until you don't need to review it anymore. Because here's the thing, then there's always that next level. So you might get clear and embodied on the level that you're at and like, okay, cool. I don't need to review that anymore. All right, what's next? What's the next up leveling from that? Because then you're going to need to review and review and review and review, and you review that until it becomes automatic in you, until it becomes so easy and effortless that you really don't even have to think about it. It's almost like it's automated in your brain at that point. It becomes like just in the flow. You just do it. You don't even have to very like heavily process what is going on. So to all of you, I absolutely recommend going back to the drawing board and reviewing the courses, the content, even if it's free videos like this, whatever it might be, just so you can continue to be in that mindset of ever growing and ever developing as a trader. So I have a couple of reminders for you. There's some cool, fun, exciting stuff coming up soon. Today is Friday. So first and foremost, on Sunday is our very first Daily Rage book club. I'm stoked about this because I freaking love books. I'm a total book nerd. Many of you know this, but I am excited to talk about the book for this month. And that is exclusively for paid subscribers of the Daily Rage Trade Journal. I'm going to link you over there if you want to check it out. Awesome. If it's not your thing, that is totally cool as well. No worries. But for those of you that are paid subscribers, I will look forward to seeing you on Sunday night. We are going to talk about the book. We're going to toast to our trading success. And that is however far along you are on the path of becoming a lucrative trader. Doesn't really matter, to me about the numbers. It's like, let's celebrate the success that we have had since we started. So that is Sunday night. Then Monday morning, we are starting the intensive for micro trading masterclass. For those of you that have already taken micro trading masterclass, if you log into your members area, there is an upgrade option. It's a super, super discounted rate if you want to retake the class for the August cohort. I would invite you to do that if you want to come hang out with us for 4 weeks of live trading. Also on Monday, the Apex 80% off sale is ending. So if you did want to grab a new account, more accounts, whatever it might be, make sure to do that before midnight East Coast time on Monday. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.